crawling out tonight. Turn my anger into armor. Let it burn in my veins. I was born inside the pressure. Now I'm breaking these chains. From the shadows of the person that you said I'd always be. Turn my anger into armor. Watch me rise when it all comes crushing down on me. I've worn every label like lead. Felt my heartbeat play dead, but under the weight something started to grow. A spark in the wreckage, a threat you can't control. Every scar on my hands is a vow I won't forget. If the past is a brand, I'm burning off the crest. You want me silent? I'll learn to roar. Beat on my chest till it's iron, not sore. I am the fracture, splitting the floor. Knee in the dirt, but I'm begging for more. I will not bend. I will not break. I take my hate and I shave my fate. From the ruin of the weaker me, I forge a spine out of misery. Turn my anger into armor. Let it burn in my veins. Turn my anger into armor. Watch me rise when it all comes crushing down on me. White noise in my skull, needles in the jaw, tongue taste rust, I forget what I saw. Knuckles on the mirror, spider web of cracks. Every breath a trigger, every shadow attack. Teeth grind like chains, heart kicks at a time. I claw through the pain, peel back my own mind. I am the violence in my veins. I am the cancer in my brain. Tear out the brakes, let the engine burn. If there's a hell, then it's my turn. Walls bend, start laughing. Floor drops, then sparks. Voices in a circle, all of them alike. They say tear the world, they say make it bleed. I say nothing back, but I clench and I feed. Bite down on the inside of my cheek till it floods. Black cloud, every thought another fist, another flood. Hands around my own throat, choke. Rips like a cage of smoke. I can't trust my hands, I can't trust my hope. Smoke in my lungs, rust in my teeth. I rise from the ditch, clawing concrete. Bone brand ash on the bent down rebar. Black sun bleeding through a ceiling of scars. Steel jaw clenched on a mouthful of sand. Every broken bone turns into a brand. Grip the edge of the jagged earth. Spit out fear. Spill this rebirth. Thrown on the wasteland. Built from bone and glass. Crown of the chaos. Cut my face like shrapnel. Feed me the downfall. Let the weak be cast. I'll live with a ruthless lust. Only the ruthless last. Sirens choke under grinding sky. Teeth mark thunder when the power lines fry. Barrel to forehead, click of empty fate. I crush that terror, make it suffocate. Breathe in dust, breathe out war. I was made for the killing floor. Killing floor. Throne of the wasteland. Built from bone and glass. Crown of the chaos. Cut my face like shrapnel. Feed me the downfall. Let the weak be cast. Only the ruthless last. Only the ruthless kneel in the crater, drink rust, drink fear. Every scar is a scripture, every scream a spear. Carve my law in the stone, carve my name in your spine. In this kingdom of collapse, your surrender is mine. Footsteps in the ash. Iron in my lungs. Teeth in the soul. Already gone. I'm starving for the kill. Steel jaw, biting on the chain. Every rule they wrote, carved into my brain. Clicked thoughts, flicker in the dark. I can feel the fracture tearing me apart. You built this cage in my chest, bricks of fear, bolts of stress. Now every breath is a threat. I'm not done yet. I am the unbreakable circuit. Overload the system, burn it. You can stack your walls and curse it. I will crash through every surface. I am an unbreakable circuit. Feel the surge, you can't reverse it. All your limits, watch me hurtle through your lines like metal through a kernel. I am an unbreakable circuit. Feel the surge, you can't reverse it. All your limits, watch me hurtle through your lines like metal through a kernel. Cold eyes, staring at the code. Every hidden fail-safe, ready to explode. Jaw locked, grinding on command, but the tremor in my pulse doesn't fit your plan. You wrote my lines in your ring, tried to scrap what I think, but in the sparks between the teeth, I found belief. Its name, crack every brace again. I won't obey. Low hum, then a roaring flood. Every silent no, boiling into blood. This is not resistance, this is war declared. I am not afraid of you, I am what you feared. the throat through the maggot trap. Cathedral of rot, where the dead still breathe. Black tongue, chew through the sea. Cathedral of rot, let the carcass sing. Crown of blood on a broken king. eyes glow. Lines of bodies, barcode skin, boots on metal marching in. Swipe that card, sell that breath, sign your name to a quiet death. You are the gear in the great machine, flash into factory scrubbed up dream. I pull the levers, erase your name. Obey, obey, obey. Dissolve into the chain. Dissolve into the chain. Screens for faces, blank and pale. Every heartbeat stamped as sail. I speak commands right through your veins. You move, but I own the chain. You are the gear in the great machine, flash into factory scrubbed up dream. I pull the levers, erase your name. Obey, obey, obey. Dissolve into the chain. Dissolve into the chain. Stand in line. Stand in line. Stand in line. Give up spine. Knees to the steel when I call your code. I feed you work, you become the load. You are the gear in the great machine, flash into factory scrubbed up dream. I pull the levers, erase your name. Obey, obey, obey. Dissolve into the chain. Dissolve into the chain. Boots on stone, drums like bones, banner torn, steel is sworn. Columns of smoke on a blood-red dawn, helmets like tombs where the light is gone. We were the hammers, we were the flood. Now we are marching through rivers of mud. Names on the shields have been scraped away. Only the hunger is carved to stay. Every command is a loaded gun, fired in circles. Never won. Throne of ash and iron, built on marrow. devours our trust. Children of fire, baptized in rage, reading our history from a burning page. Every new victor, same old scars, painting their justice over.
Frost in my lungs, breath turns to knives, crows on the gallows, counting my lives. Walls made of static, voices like rust, nails in the daylight, teeth in the dust. Hands reach through shadows, pulling me thin. Every step forward, falling with them. I am the dark you choke on, black in your blood, in your sleep, alone in the howl of nothing, with the abyss between my teeth. I am the void you fear in, hands that erase what you keep, alone where the sky is broken, with the abyss between my teeth. Feral silence gnaws through the bone. Famished horizons, circle the throne. Stars burn like cinders, drop into torn. Every prayer rising finds where we No face, no form, just the coil, just the star.